In this video, we're going to take a look at how to construct box plots using your CAS calculator. We'll be using example 4 from your textbook. As always, I recommend that you start off first by opening a new document. That way it ensures that there's no data that you've got there from previous activities which may impact on play around with what we're working with now. So that's the home button, 1 for new document, and we don't need to save anything. 4 for lists and spreadsheets in this example. Label your data column, and let's get those numbers in. Excuse the banging once again. That should be it. Yep. So there's our numbers in. All we have left to do now is actually bring up the box plot. So the steps for that: the home button once again, the tab, or you can use your pointer to move it across to data and statistics. We then need to bring up a dot plot. So we need to label the axis by pushing the tab bar. Now, because we labeled our data column before data, up it comes from our selection there, which is push enter, and there's our dot plot. Once that dot plot is up, we can bring up any plot type that is available for the type of data that we have by pushing the menu button, then 1 for plot type, and in this case now we want a box plot, so we push 2, and there's our box plot. Now, more often than not, you need to transfer that across onto your page. The way to do that and find out the actual values required to draw your box plot is moving your pointer. So we can move a pointer across and we get our, somewhere, I've lost it now. Well, there we go. Our minimum value is 2. Our Q1 value is 3.5. Our median, which is the second quartile, Q2, is 5. Our Q3 value is 6.5. Now, normally, the maximum value is the end of the upper whisker. In this case, our maximum value is an outlier. So when you have an outlier, you move into the next highest number. And if that's an outlier, you move in again. But if it's not an outlier, that's where that whisker is, that upper whisker. So our upper whisker in this case is 9. And let's get the pointer out of the way there. Our outlier is 12. So let's get those numbers onto the page. We need to lose our calculator. Our minimum value, we worked out to be 2. Our first quartile, quartile 1, was 3.5. Our median was 5. Our Q3 value was 6.5. Now our maximum value for the whole data set is 12, but as you remember, it's actually an outlier, and that outlier was 12. So our next maximum number in after that is a 9. So now as we actually draw our box plot, you can see we have all the values there. We have a minimum value, of 2, a quartile 1 of 3.5, Q2, our median is 5, Q3 is 6.5, our maximum value, which is 12, is an outlier, so we label that as with an X, move into our next highest number, which was a 9. And that's our whisker there. So there we go. That's how you do box plots.